Hi, this is Chrissy Trevino with Country Club Meetings, where we make meeting planners look like rock stars. In this video, you're going to learn the top 10 tips for picking the perfect meeting venue. It's important to choose the right meeting venue because you want to make sure that it fits all of your specific needs, not just the location, but also your budget. It's important to pick a perfect location for your meeting venue. It's going to affect the amount of people that you have depending on how far it is from where your company actually is. You also want to make sure that that location is large enough to fit the amount of people that you're trying to hold. Another thing to consider is audio-visual equipment. You want to make sure that not only do they have the things that you need, but you also want to make sure that they work. Talk to your venue to see if you're able to come in ahead of time to actually try out any presentations or any other audio-visual aspects to your event that you might have. Sometimes audio-visual will be an additional cost. You want to make sure that you speak with the venue you're looking at to ensure that there aren't any additional costs, and if they are, what are they? Do they charge separate for a projector versus a screen? Do they charge for the microphone or any of the other audio equipment? It's also important to look for all-inclusive pricing when you're checking out meeting venues. You want to see if they have an all-day package that can encompass everything that you need. So if you are doing a breakfast, having snacks, you need pads of paper or pens, try to find a place that's going to have all of those things encompassed for you. Another great tip when looking for meeting venues is taking a look at off-peak times. It might be more expensive for you to do an event on a Friday, for example, than it is on a Tuesday, possibly during the day. It also might be less expensive for you to choose lunch versus a dinner menu. So it's important to check out all of the options and make sure that they're available to you at that venue. It's important to pick a venue that has food and beverage. You're going to need things all throughout the day, whether it's a continental breakfast, afternoon snack, or possibly some appetizers and cocktails later. You want to find a venue that can handle all of those things for you. Customizable food and beverage is also really important when choosing a meeting venue. If you don't want to have the boring deli buffet, but want to have something more exciting, you want to make sure that that venue can accommodate what it is you're trying to do. Another great tip for finding a meeting venue is to try to plan multiple events at once. If a venue knows that you're going to come back on a monthly basis, weekly basis, or even just quarterly, you might get a better price point from that venue than you would if you were just doing it piecemeal. Another tip when looking for a meeting venue is to find a place that's not just four walls. You want to make sure that your guests have something that's visually appealing. That's going to help enhance any of their creativity throughout the process of your meeting, but it's also giving them other places to be. So if you have a chance, go take a look, take a site tour with that venue and see if there are other breakout spots that people can meet in. Whether it's outdoors or maybe a separate room, you want to be able to let them roam throughout the space. Another thing to look for when planning meetings is finding a place that's going to be flexible with you. You want somebody that's going to work with you to try to fit within your theme and help you create things to make a more exciting experience for your guests. Another thing to consider for meetings is taking a look at all of the additional costs. Make sure that you know if there's a food and beverage minimum associated with the space, if there are any room rental fees, or if there's any other hidden costs that you haven't already budgeted for. I think the most important thing to take away from these 10 tips is that you want your meeting to be productive, but at the same time you want everybody to have a great experience. So find a venue that's going to give you all of those things. For more information, visit CountryClubReceptions.com. Another great thing to look for when you're productive for you, and make sure that you're trying to make sure we look good on camera.
Yeah, that's right.
What with my hair? You need a fan. Thank you, Holly. It costs. You want to talk to your venue to make sure that it. Blah, 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 blah. I like your shoes.
Okay, so
mine are nice too.
This. Information. Okay.
Oh, okay. There's the. That's what I'm looking for.